Alright, it is Thursday, May 23rd, 2019 at 2:51 p.m. Let's look at the headlines. A mile-wide asteroid with its own mini-moon will swing close, but not too close to Earth this weekend. You see here a picture of the asteroid and its mini-moon. Earlier yesterday, my fiance said that it looked like a muffin and a mini donut. A mini donut hole traveling next to it. Alright, a huge double asteroid is streaking toward Earth, but scientists say it will pass by plenty of room to spare. The asteroid, known as 1999 KW4, will make its closest approach to a planet on Saturday, but it's important to note that the distance means something different to space folk who work on a galactic scale. The European Space Agency said it will be 3,219,961 miles away, more than 13 times the distance between the Earth and the Moon. It's called a binary system because there are two asteroids that are gravitationally bound together. The larger one is just under a mile in diameter, and its companion asteroid moon is about the third of the size. You see here a picture here, an animation showing that was shot on May 9th, 0.6 meter telescope on the French island of Reunion in the Indian Ocean. You see here, I'm gonna have this in the link, so if you guys feel like watching the video on animation, check it out. So we're having an asteroid and a mini-moon coming this weekend. Alright, next. Runaway barges crash into lock and dam on Arkansas River. Two barges that broke loose on the Arkansas River for the third time hit the lock and dam and sank. It is the third time the barges have been loose on the river, threatening bridge and dam structures, but the dam held. A big crowd turned out to hear and see the crash. OHP says the barges are a combined 3,800 tons. The barges broke loose from the port of Muskogee Wednesday, and water levels increased in the river and amazingly missed the Highway 62 bridge supports, passing through without incident. The barges were corralled by port staff, but then broke loose again on Wednesday night, promoting emergency evacuations in Weber Falls downstream. They were found early Thursday near Spaniard Creek, still tied together. Officials say the barges were stuck on some rocks about a mile from the Weber's Fall Lock and Dam 16. Engineers were worried about them crashing into the dam there. Weber's Falls and Muskogee County continues to call for immediate evacuations because of flooding. So the flooding is causing barges and things to become loose, so that's pretty severe flooding in that area. Thankfully, the dam held and it didn't crack or anything. Alright, next. Russian fighter jets and bombers intercepted off Alaska for second day in a row. A U.S. warplanes intercepted Russian bombers and fighter jets off the Alaskan coast for the second day in a row on Tuesday. The North American Aerospace Defense Command NORAD confirmed early Wednesday morning. The U.S. Canadian Airspace Defense Agency said two Russian bombers, accompanied by two Su-35 fighter jets, entered the Alaskan Air Defense Identification Zone and were intercepted by two NORAD F-22s. The planes left the IDs but said it returned shortly, making the fourth and fifth intercepts this year. The Russian military aircraft in the aviation buffer zone around Alaska. The Russian planes did not at any time cross into the sovereign U.S. airspace. The IDs around the Alaska, like similar zones monitored by NORAD around North America, are international airspace. So I have been hearing of Russian jets and things over the past few years as they test the borders, but they usually get intercepted by American jets or Canadian jets. So it's pretty much just buzzing off because they kind of tend to hang around and they test the airspace. Alright, next. Time's up. McDonald's faces 25 new sexual harassment charges. These brave McDonald workers, some only 16 and 17 years old at the time of the harassment, allege a wide range of unacceptable behavior at McDonald's, an attorney representing the women said. 25 McDonald workers have filed sexual harassment charges and complaints against the behemoth fast food chain, and while rights groups supporting the employees said Tuesday was an ongoing effort to address the widespread harassment. American Civil Liberties Union, the labor group Fight for 15, and the Time's Up Legal Defense Fund announced the more than 24 new complaints Tuesday during a news teleconference. The claims include 20 Equal Employment Opportunity Commission complaints, 3 civil rights lawsuits, and 2 lawsuits based on previous allegations. These brave McDonald workers, who were only 16 and 17 years old at the time of the harassment, allege a wide range of unacceptable behavior at McDonald's. Excuse me. The allegations include claims of groping, indecent exposure, propositions for sex, and lewd comments by supervisors. Cervantes said the workers also claimed that they reported the harassment. The companies were either ignored or treated as a joke, and some suffered repercussions including reduced hours, unwarranted discipline, and being fired. Latasha Smith, who worked at the McDonald's in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, said her time at the restaurant went from being my second home to my personal hell. When the harassment initially started, I was in denial, she said. There was no way a person I respect and value would emotionally demean me, or intentionally demean me, objectify me, or make me feel so small. Smith said her manager subjected her to physical, verbal, and sexual advances, and when she rebuffed them, she saw a new side to him. He cut her hours, gave her an inflexible schedule, threatened her job, and was rude to her daily. She said she was also kicked out of manager training program. The new charges follow a series of previous complaints in 2016 and 2018 that lawyers and advocates support the employees said show the company is still not doing enough to prevent sexual harassment. For McDonald's, time is passed up. Sharon Tajani, director of the Time's Up Legal Defense Fund, said they should have made these changes already. After the news conference, workers were joined by television hosts and rainy day demonstration outside McDonald's Chicago headquarters. Some of the employees who filed the new claims shared their stories with demonstrators, while other protesters in red rain ponchos held signs reading "McDonald's Me Too" and "McDonald's No More Sexual Harassment." So they're going to be going through a lot of legal stuff, and it's so sad to see these young people getting harassed at work. And not only males, but also, not only females, but also male workers harassed as well. And that's pretty sad to see. Alright guys, hit like and subscribe for more headline news, and see you guys next time. God bless.